Howdy folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request, another LeAnn Rimes song, Who We Really Are. David Bauer made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. David wanted me to do an acoustic performance. So that's the one that I grabbed. I don't know if it's the one that you were thinking of, but it's one that I grabbed that is acoustic. So thank you for this gift and request, David. Yeah, a lot of folks are into LeAnn. And I guess who's a holdout right now? Papa Fix It. Papa Fix It. I don't know, because I know that Renee Mooberry has made a lot of gifts for me to do LeAnn. And you're like, yeah, it's about 2 weeks ago. You're like, I'm still not convinced. But you did like that particular song, or, it didn't bother you. But anyway, hey, not every artist is for everybody. I completely get that part of it. But who we really are. I wonder if this is going to talk about human nature, like who we each individually are, or who they as a couple really are. I don't know. So, the truth, what's the expression? The truth will set you free, but it can make you miserable at first. So it's like, ooh, but if you want to clean a house, you got to find the dirt. It's just the way it goes. So if you can find your personal dirt, maybe you can be a happier we. Oh, and what do you say? Acoustic Perez Hilton performance. I don't know who Perez Hilton is, but let's find out what this is. Here we go.
Hey everyone, it's LeAnn Rimes coming to you live directly from Perez TV. And this is a new song off my album Spitfire that's out right now. This is called Who We Really Are. Love would be easy if we always said the right thing. Love would be easy if you never had to think about how somebody else would feel. So go and live the life of strangers. Put a mask on, dance around the dangers, and never look behind your lover's face. So I never had the chance to give you grace. It's in the fights and falls, working through it all, when you're not afraid to climb another wall. When you speak the truth that you used to hide, it seems like you're crossing to the other side. So then I'll follow you, so you're not alone. And then I wrap my arms around you, take you home, and say it's okay, it's okay. Love is that hard. It's how we find out who we really are.
Yeah, this is one of these songs that obviously it went deeper than I thought it was gonna. I mean, I didn't expect shallowness at all, but it actually went deeper though than what I expected about the specific ways in which we find out who we are, how we love another person, how we have to overcome stuff if we can. And generally speaking, when I do my life coaching and I talk with people, I start with the premise that it is better to stay married rather than get divorced. But I don't push that. That is my basic premise, that if you can get through the hard time right now that you're in, it is better in the medium and long run to stay together. It's uncomfortable in the moment, like the truth hurts, and she even brought up the word truth in here, but to see the truth and then say, okay, I'm going to put down my guns, my weapons, my guard, my pride. I'm going to try to make this work to see it from your standpoint. Like maybe I could see the good that you're bringing to the relationship that I've been missing because I'm not paying attention, and vice versa. But anyway, let's see where we go with the song.
What you going through, I go through all that too.
Oh, that's a good line.
Is nothing short of why I fell in love with you. So go and lay there in the shadows like an outcast, too messed up to deal with. What you think is broken is what I need. Yeah, that's the stuff that's gonna heal the brokenness in me. Stand the fights and fights, working through it all. When you're not afraid, climb another wall. When you speak the truth that you used to hide, it seems like you're crossing to the other side. So then I follow you, so I'm not alone. And then I wrap my arms
good
around
side.
you and take you home and say it's okay, it's okay. And love is that hard. It's how we find out who we really are.
That's one way.
It's how we find out who we really are. Yes, and the fights and fights, working through it all, just to get it back. You would scratch and crow when you speak the truth that you used to hide. And it seems like there's nowhere to get off this ride. So then I follow you, so I'm not alone. And then I wrap my arms around you and take you home and say it's okay, it's okay. For love is that hard. Say it's okay, it's okay. For love is that hard. It's how we find out who we really are. Love would be easy if we all said the right thing.
Yeah.
I almost did it. Oh my god. Yeah, you're not even getting close to that. I can't sing that song without.
That's the second reaction I did today, that she got emotional in the end. And though 2 years ago, somebody, maybe 3, whatever it was, somebody was like, why do you use your hands so much when you talk? All right. What LeAnn 10 times what I do. But my thinking is, I'm from Jersey. We got Italians all around us. This is how we do it. And I'm only probably 3% Italian to me. It doesn't matter. How could you not express yourself with your body when you're talking? I think at heart, she's really an R&B singer. And I bet she's got some rap songs that she's done too, that obviously hasn't released because she's in the country genre. But one of her movements and all that's sort of like very sharp and all this, and even her hand gestures are very much either R&B or sort of like in the vein, could even be like Kelsey Ballerini, or it could be I guess more mainstream contemporary music, you know. But all of that said, the content of the song is that sliver of life basically that says how you deal with falling down is going to determine who you are. It shows you who you are. That's basically what the song is about. But within the context of a relationship, are you willing to climb over another wall? And it's tough because there are times it's like, how many freaking walls are there? Like boot camp, you know, or whatever. Like, how many obstacles are there going to be? Because I don't have to be in this relationship. If you made a vow, if you're married, let's say if you got kids, you're in it. And you got to fight for the next wall. It just depends on what that wall is. If someone cheats, forget it. Take down the walls. It doesn't matter. I don't have to climb. I'm not in it anymore. That's my perspective, you know, but which I do not impose on anybody. But I say to others, look, if you got cheated upon and you want out, it's perfectly legitimate grounds for wanting out. But that said, normal arguments, normal disagreements, and all that stuff, dial it back a bit. I really like that line she said that, like, what you're going through, I'm going through it too. And I take that in the sense of compassionately, not in the sense of, well, life is harder on me too when you're going through something, so stop feeling the way you're feeling and making it so tough. I take it in the way of compassion. Like she sees, obviously a female singing, she sees what he's going through. And she's going through it too because she feels it. She has compassion. She feels bad that he's going through that. And for guys, if you see your woman going through stuff, even though you can't necessarily relate to it all, the guy-girl thing, you know, try to see why life is hard for her, why a situation's tough, why one of the children is more challenging for her than another child. And rather than assigning blame and fault, try to understand why. I think if we did that within the context of so-called race relations, it would be much better because we're all, in this regard, we're all the same. We want to have some happiness. We don't want to be in pain. That to me is the basis of humanity. Each of us is the same way. And most of us would prefer, in many ways, just I'll say hi to you, but then I'll go back to my home and be chill. Everybody in that regard is kind of the same. So when somebody's having a tough time, or maybe with one of your children, your spouse is having a tough time or a tough time with work or whatever, try to understand how that's happening. Because generally speaking, we don't want those tough times. We don't want to create them. But looking to validate the other person, looking to understand them, looking to continue believing in them. Like if you fell in love with somebody at some point, they likely had a good heart. Good enough heart for you to fall in love with them. Don't lose sight of that because that will allow you to live this song. That will allow you to validate where they're coming from and keep believing in them that whatever's going on in their life now that looks unpleasant, that seems unpleasant, feels unpleasant, they don't want to be in that space. They want to be in that kind, peaceful space, but something's causing it, and it isn't because they're screwed up necessarily. It's because they're having difficulty with that dynamic. And if you could get in and keep believing in that person, you could keep climbing those walls. So much could be said on this song. So this is one of these songs that I don't know who wrote this song, but they did a really nice job with the lyrics in this thing. And, you know, seeing any performer do an acoustic set is a beautiful thing because you really get to see the performer as they are when they're doing acoustic. It's a lot quieter. There's a lot less noise. They're not worried about the timing with the drummer and the bass player. They're just up there as themselves. So, all right, David, I'm going to rate this song. I'm going to rate my experience with the performance. And it came in at an 8.8. And oddly, even though I love it when I love when I see people talking with their hands, I don't look for it. I don't subtract points for people who don't. I just happen to, I don't know. I'm expressive. How do you not put your body into what you're saying? And but it was odd. Like LeAnn, you don't see it too much in country artists, and I only noticed it for the first time here because LeAnn was so expressive. So this. And I made a comment, a few reactions to LeAnn ago that I think that like her home is probably in R&B. Like I think that that's where her heart is. She loves country and that substance, but performance-wise, I think she loves R&B. So yeah, so the number that came in, my feel for this was an 8.8, and it was based on the lyrics of this song. And she cracks me up too. I think she'd be really fun to hang out with. I do. She's just a very unique human being, unpredictable, probably unknowable in a lot of ways. And based on my book, the personality type that I would assign her is a freelancer. And they're very difficult to get to know. They're very smart people. They're driven people generally, but they're very smart and insightful. And that is my sense of LeAnn. So, David, thank you for that gift and request again, my friend. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.
It's how we find out who we really